One of the most talked about topics in the aviation industry that might also fly under the radar is not any news of, say, a merger, actually regarding an airline exploring the options of seeing a stake being purchased by an existing carrier to further boost its position in the market. That airline exploring the possibilities is Italy's ITA, launching late last year, actually only a day after the collapse of Alitalia. Now, however, Lufthansa is hoping to edge out interest from other carriers and acquire a 20% stake in the new Italian venture, which actually isn't so new at the end of the day, adopting a very similar business model to Alitalia that claims to be, though, very different. Lufthansa is looking towards purchasing a 20% stake, as they believe acquiring it would be a very beneficial strategic move. Reports from the ever-reputable Bloomberg note that Lufthansa may be interested in acquiring the services of ITA. It's not necessarily news that, say, has just emerged yesterday. The airline was quoted as expressing interest weeks ago, and the ongoing saga for just who would acquire the all-important stake in the airline has been going on even longer than that. The Italian carrier hopes to wrap up those discussions sooner rather than later. Naturally, the more this is prolonged, the more of a not necessarily issue, but rather an annoyance it becomes for all parties involved. Alongside Lufthansa, MSC, known as the Mediterranean Shipping Group, which is a partner of Lufthansa, said that they've actually filed their offer alongside Lufthansa for a share worth some 60%. This is also awaiting confirmation from ITA Airways that they'll be progressing to the following stages. It does not necessarily mean that just because a bid has been launched, that it will go through and eventually be accepted. ITA Airways still does have interest coming from other parties within the aviation industry, namely, and what has been long reported, Delta, a long-standing carrier that was seemingly interested in acquiring part of ITA. However, Delta said that they would now only seek to extend their existing partnership with the Italian airline, but not necessarily make an investment financially, which of course means, according to them, they're out of the running. Realistically, though, this sale should be completed by the end of June. According to all reports, this is when ITA will have picked their preferred bidder and will then enter into one of the most essential and also important parts of the conversation, and that is the terms and also agreements that will be put in place with the preferred bidder. What are your thoughts, though? It's over to you. Do you believe this would be a worthy strategic investment from Lufthansa, or is it something they should be steering well clear of, and you believe it will negatively impact their business overall, as ITA in the future could become a bit of a liability? Or do you think Lufthansa has the potential to help ITA grow even further with that solid investment? You can let me know down in the comments. A great place to start a dialogue. Do stay tuned. Thanks a lot for your support, and I will see you next time with hopefully more developments eventually on this ITA saga with Lufthansa.